Welcome back, guys, to Trails to Azure, where last episode we met with the monster that had derailed the train, Demon Wold, who engaged us in battle and knocked us around, with the CGF arriving to back us up, but unable to do damage to the demonized former gang leader that retreated for now. Chapter 3's third day then began with the SSS checking up anything they could on Wold, and then setting out on a rainy patrol into Central Square, which we now continue. No point in venturing on the highway with weather like this. We'll just go shopping in the city instead. Why'd it have to start pouring on the day we were going to go sightsee outside of town? Rain, rain, go away. Ruin our vacation some other day. Have you ever? Every time that song comes in. The Civic Center's been hosting an open forum on our independence since this morning. I already feel knowledgeable about the pros and cons of the matter, but maybe I'll go watch for a bit anyway. Maybe I should attend the open forum at the Civic Center for a bit. No one's up here at the very least. Central Square, done. No paper even. God, why? Why you deprive my reading material? Yep, no reason to go to Crossbell Station. There's actually no one. Oh, there. Still you. Took them just one night to repair the Transcontinental Railroad, and I couldn't be more thrilled about it. I don't have to miss a single blissful day of no-holds-barred train spotting. All the words in the world couldn't be enough to express my gratitude to the CGF for working those extra hours. It's always train spotting. Slightly wondering when we might go back to the A sector at this rate, if ever. I'll say our goal is to go out to hospital. Okay, cool. I'm just going to pop out to West Street then and not talk to anyone. That's a good way for me to keep track of things. Get my CP back. And ride our car. Maybe we can get some information about the braces. Gotta drink this tea while it's hot, you know. Not about you, but I'm not a fan of the rain. It's hard life working outdoors, am I right? Still, I'll take this over the chaos and panic from yesterday with all those ambulances rushing into the hospital. Apparently, there's a huge accident on West Crossbell Highway. It's a miracle no one got killed. A whole fleet of ambulances came in yesterday. My heart just sank when I saw them. Apparently it's a huge accident, yeah. It's a miracle no one did get killed. No one did get killed. Also, I'm just going to say, you should be built a booth. Or at least a sheltered area. Not just for rain, but sun too. I feel it's kind of mean that the hospital hasn't forked out the money for that. You should actually complain. This is a really logical step, I feel. There you are. Glad you kids didn't forget about me. No, I didn't. Does that mean it's done? You betcha. My recommended dish is all set to go. I call it 3-day stew. Ready to give it a try? We would love to. All right, just give me just a moment. I'll fetch a serving for each of you. Lloyd and the team ate the 3-day stew. It's delicious. Ah, now this is what I'm talking about. Thick, hearty, and packed with flavor. It was certainly worth the wait. You're absolutely right. I don't think I've ever had a stew this rich and appetizing before. It's full of nutritious ingredients and warms you to your core. The perfect combination for a healthy body. I'm sure it does wonders for the patients here at St. Ursula. Sounds like someone found a dish. Oh, come on now. You're exaggerating. Ellie seemed to be the one most taken with the dish. Perhaps she should be the one to write about it. That's a good call. But you can handle that, Ellie. With pleasure. I'll try my best to do the 3-day stew justice. Found every SSS member's favorite dish. Great, all 6 of us have decided on our favorite dish. We have plenty of opinions to go around now, so let's give our report to the CNS. That's it then? Let's even give us a notification now. My slow cooked stew can't be beat, am I right? It puts some pep back in the step of every patient and guest who tries it. Feel free to order a bowl whenever you please. Lovely. We can finally take a breather. Good job today, Michaud. You were really holding your own helping out in there. Thanks, but I have a lot to learn if I'm going to be a full-fledged doctor. Besides, I don't think I did anything special. I was really just pitching in there and here and there with the busy work. No need to be so modest. Even odds and ends like those are essential to keeping a hospital up and running. You don't even get the least bit faint at the sight of blood anymore. You're growing up quick, Michaud. Someday I'd like to be trusted to take care of the big things too, not just the little things. We can worry about our evaluations later. Things are going to be busy here whether we like it or not. But now we should be thankful that our patients were saved. Good job, guys. But couldn't ask anyone here where the braces had gone. I guess I have to initiate the quest before we investigate. All of our doctors and residents were called in to help treat the injured who were brought in from the train derailment. I'll try to look on the bright side. This gives me the opportunity to clean every nook and cranny of the building before they return. Sorry, I got raptured then by chat. Like, so there's definitely some missed connections going on in chat right now, and I'm like, ooh, how's this going to turn out? All of our doctors and residents were called in to help treat the injured who were brought in from the train derailment. I'll try to look on the bright side. This gives me the opportunity to clean every nook and cranny of the building before they return. Yes, you said that. I'm wondering if that train's crashing too. Alright, no one's going to be there with the spooky dolls. No one's in here either. Ah, train came to station. Sad times. Where are we going next? I guess Shizuku it is. No one's out in the rain. Or no one who doesn't have to stand out in the rain. I heard a lot of ambulances come into the hospital yesterday, Cecile. Someone said something about a big accident. What happened? Well, there was a train derailment along the West Crossbell Highway. But don't worry, everyone survived and the doctors have taken good care of all the people who were injured. Really, thank goodness. I was so scared for them. It reminded me of the accident I was in. Shizuku. Thankfully, the doctors have taken good care of all the passengers who were injured. So don't worry about a thing, Shizuku. You just concentrate on getting better, okay? Okay, I will. Shizuku is getting better. Wonder how many extra patients we'll see in here. No one's in the linen room. No one's been put in Gable's old room. Not like he owns it. Cyrone, why in Adios' name did you hang the sheets out on the roof to dry? Oh yeah, they were. Chief Clark specifically told us today's forecast called for rain. Yeah, but what does he know? I decided to take a gamble. Let it ride all on sunshine, you know. What were you thinking? With the skylight yesterday, I thought for sure it wasn't going to rain today. That's why you're a nurse and not a meteorologist, Cyrone. Great, now all those sheets I washed are going to have to be washed again. Actually, wait, they're getting drenched as we speak. I need to hurry and take them down. So much a thing as believing in yourself too much. There's seemingly nothing the doctors here can't treat, no matter the numbers of patients nor what ailments they have. I think every Crossbellan can have a little peace of mind about their healthcare, so long as St. Ursula's door stays open. That guy over there really needs to shut his trap. He's been wailing like a little girl this whole time. After the catastrophe we've been through, he should quit his belly aching and be glad we're all still alive. Toxic patient! Toxic you are. I feel just awful for everyone who was brought here from the train accident. It could be worse, though. At least they didn't have to suffer the embarrassment of throwing out their bags. What are you looking at? Never seen someone throw out their back before? I'm kind of recovering from that myself, to be perfectly honest. Bad gardening. Bad. You needn't worry. The fracture in your leg has already been treated. This is hardly a mortal wound, so please try and calm yourself. Oh, I think I'm dying. I can see the light. See? Not what you said. The whole he's been waiting like a little girl. You use the phrase he's being very melodramatic. That's fine. Looks like things are finally starting to calm down after yesterday's train derailment. Talk about a rush. Oh, things so busy. Got so busy that I forgot to feed myself. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. I'm so belly. You should probably go have lunch soon, yes. Well, I suppose it's about time I get to clean the nurse's station again. You think I'd be used to doing it after working here for so long, but it still makes me antsy. It's a lady's turf, you know. Well, I suppose it's about time I get to... Sure, thanks for the double. Of the same dialogue. Why are you in here? I guess you don't want to be outside. Where's Chief Nurse? There we go. We come all this way to Crossbell City to attend Arkansas's new show, and what happens? The train flips right off the tracks. Oh, what did I do to deserve this? Come to think of it, their revival production doesn't open up till tomorrow, does it? Well, it's like they say, where there's life, there's hope. The goddess kept you safe. That's something to be grateful for. It's good. No, you didn't. The train was heading out of Crossbell. That was the direction of the tracks, right? What? Objection! Inconsistency. Better to live to see another Arkansas show than die before you ever get the chance. The goddess gave you a blessing here. Best way to show your appreciation is to focus on your recovery. And the goddess I'm alive, but my Arkansas tickets. Oh, what did I do to deserve this? Remember the train started to turn and fly off the rails, I thought I was a goner. It's going to be a long while before I use the railway again. Airship's only for me. Maybe I should look into moving to LaBelle. It was heading in? Was it a perspective thing? What? Was it a perspective switch? Well, the train was heading that. I can't really direct you. Outwards from Crossbell. We came from the gate. I don't know now. Could be a long while before I use a railway again. Airship's only for me. Maybe I should look into moving to LaBelle. Yeah, I said that. There isn't an empty bed in the sport anymore. Apparently there was some kind of huge accident. I heard there were no casualties though, fortunately enough. The front of the train was pointed towards the city. I'm so certain it was pointed out. No, whichever way I look at this, it's out. Well, I'll just say that everyone else is right. I'm probably wrong, but I don't understand how. A train derailment? Who would have thought? It's been one thing after another this year. Can't we ever catch a break? No. Thou cannot. There's been a rumor spreading in the city here about this giant monster that showed up around the same time as the derailment. You don't suppose that thing could have been behind it? Yes. It's horrifying to think about. I mean, how could normal people like us deal with something that ferocious? A train derailment in our little state. What a horrible shock. I just hope the passengers came out all right. If you could please get in contact with the patient's family in Calvert. I'll go and deliver their medical records to Dr. Sayland. We've been swamped ever since the derailment yesterday. Chances are I won't have any free time for a while. The other nurses and I have a job to do. Yeah, it's almost like a massive accident happened. We admitted a great deal of patients after yesterday's train derailment. Not all of them were for Crossbell either. Thankfully, St. Ursula has always been an international hospital, so there was no problem processing their paperwork. I shudder to imagine what might have happened had this accident occurred in a country without a medical system as advanced as ours. Just thinking about it makes me uneasy. Luckily, there were no fatalities, and everyone we've admitted has only suffered minor injuries. Since yesterday's accident, we've been getting out-of-state calls from Imperial and Republican citizens concerned about their loved ones. I can't imagine the anxiety they suffered when they heard someone important to them was hospitalized abroad. To make things worse, Crossbell's bid for state independence puts it in a tricky spot, politically speaking. I want nothing more than for each patient to make their way home. I wish them all a speedy recovery. We were passengers on the train that derailed. Luckily, our injuries are minor. I'm thankful that we can be discharged today, but I have to wonder what they're going to do about the railroad. Honestly though, what a terrible accident to get caught up in. It all happened so suddenly and we still haven't been told what caused it. I wonder what it could have been. I'll be leaving to do my rounds soon, Lytton. Don't relax just because we're done in the operating room. This accident has left us with a great number of patients to see to. Yes, Dr. Salem. Great number of patients were brought in yesterday. I haven't stopped working since, so I'm just about at my limit. Should probably take a short nap in my room before my next shift starts. My work effort is nothing compared to the doctor's though. She's been working so hard that I don't think she's even blinked. I've got a long way to go to match that kind of stamina. Our surgical tools really got to work out yesterday, let me tell you. Thankfully, I've been making sure that Chaleur stays on top of their maintenance. This is one special batch of residents we got on our hands. They're a tremendous help. Regular maintenance is essential when it comes to caring for medical devices. You wouldn't want to gloss over it either. It'd be terrible if the very instruments meant to save someone hurt them instead. That's why I'm making sure they're in a tip-top shape. Never know when a patient is going to get wheeled in. Phew, I just got out of the operating room not too long ago. I've been performing one surgery after another all throughout the night. So I'm done with the checkups I have scheduled for today. I can go home and sleep like a log. I'm exhausted from working in the operating room all night, but I still have patients left to see. There's work to be done. I'll have to keep at it until it's time to clock out. Good thing we got them their scalpels, yeah. Timely delivery. It's much easier to catch a cold after getting soaked by the rain. When your body's core temperature is lowered, your immune system weakens, making you more susceptible to illness. If you're heading home, make sure to stay out of the rain, change clothes, and warm yourself up as quickly as possible. So long I've been wary of using a scalpel on the human body. As times change and healthcare advances, it becomes clear internal medicine can't solve everything, like the aftermath of this derailment. Working here has taught me to be more open-minded about new forms of medical treatments. I was too stuck in my ways when I chose to dismiss the advantages of surgery. Oh. He's seen the light. So, St. Ursula doesn't have anything in it items-wise or anything? No quest that we could see? We done with the sweep? By the look of it, we can turn in A Taste of Crossbell? It basically sounded like it, didn't it? Each member of the SSS has found a favorite dish. Let's return to the CNS. Maybe? I'm going to check out Orchis Tower just first. They said they were opening up a cafe, and I'm a bit worried about that now. Oh, that's a shame. The weather's so overcast that I can't see the top from here. Ah, we came all the way out here too. Why'd it have to rain today of all days? It's no surprise, but the number of visitors in the plaza is a lot lower on rainy days. Something about keeping watch over a big empty space like this makes my heart feel kind of heavy. The railroad was fully repaired yesterday thanks to the CGF's tireless efforts. Just in time too. Today's rain could have delayed things even further. They have my respect for responding so quickly. Cryptids don't seem to be responsible for yesterday's train derailment. Still, they worry me. Those monsters have been emerging with increasing frequency. Either mysterious blue plants have been sighted in the locations they've appeared to. What could that mean? Are accidents like these just going to keep cropping up? There are still so many things we don't understand. Can't even say for sure those cryptids won't show up in the city. The entire situation makes me uncomfortable, if I'm being honest. We can't afford to let our guards down. Another rainy day in Crossbell. I saw a forecast on the Orbital Net that said it'd be clear by the afternoon, though. You won't let me in anywhere? So I guess there's no cafe opening? Cool. Well, answers that question. Nearly everyone that was forced to stay in town due to the train derailment was finally able to leave this morning. It's still the matter of reparations to settle, but I'm glad the repair efforts got service up and running as quickly as they did. Reparations will have to be made in the future to those affected by the train derailment. Civic Center is holding a public forum about the faults and merits of state independence today. I believe they still have standing room open, so consider attending if you're interested. So relief that train service has been restored on such short notice too. Can't imagine the compensation claims surrounding countries would have made had the railways remained inoperable. We owe it to the CGF for working hard all throughout the night to get things back up and running. Tons of claims. A building this modern is impressive as is, but the fact that it doubles as Crossbell City Hall is the icing on the cake. Controversy about the independence proposal aside, I just might want to live here someday. Cool. It's attracting eyes. The worst thing about rainy days is you can't even go outside to get some fresh air during your break. This lobby isn't too bad though. I guess I'll just have to make do. The ceiling is so high on the ground floor that it almost feels like I'm outside anyway. I mean, plus the windows, I guess. So many windows. Right, so Orchis Tower is done. There was nothing really here. Let's head to the Harbour District because it borders East Street. Which we're going to go to last. And get the harbour going, I guess. Maybe we'll do the top of Crossbell first once, I don't know. News service was busy trying to gather as much information as possible on yesterday's derailment. Now that I think about it, we've been forced to run more special issues than usual this year. Sadly, it's rarely been for good news. So much of our reportage has been focused on incidents and tragedies. Frankly, it's a little depressing. Wish we could run more positive specials like the one we did for the festival. So much of our reportage has been focused on incidents and tragedies. It's depressing. Anyone here today? Editing these articles always takes the wind out of me. Wouldn't be a problem if it was still 20, but I'm no spring chicken anymore. Growing old bites. What's wrong with me? I'm still in my 30s. This is the problem of my life. Can't just waste it all away complaining. Yeah, you still got a full head of hair. Be thankful. Hello again, SSS. I take it you finished sampling 6 different places for the gourmet guide. Would you like to report to Grace now? Sure. Understood. I'll let Grace know you're here. You're welcome to wait for her on the 2nd floor. Hey, there's my new guest editors. So how'd your little culinary tour go? We enjoyed it, actually. Yeah, once you get past the fact that we had to march all over the damn state, I'm pooped. It was worth it to eat all that delicious food, am I right? Okay, stop holding out on me. Tell me what you got. Right. Lloyd and the team gave their reports on the establishments they visited. So you guys checked out 11 places in total, huh? Now that's what I call thorough. Makes me wish I could take you on as assistants. Okay, now let's move on to your individual recommendations. Well, to start, I really enjoyed the chef's special omelette rice from the Ash Tree Inn at Armorica Village. The simple rustic flavour was like Armorica on a plate. It definitely struck a chord with me. Nice pick, Lloyd. You can't go to Armorica and not try the omelette rice. My favourite was the 3-day stew from the Lectia at St. Ursula Hospital. It simmered for 3 days straight, which makes it nice and hearty, not to mention good for your health. I totally agree. That stew will get the pep back in your step in 1 spoonful flat. I recommend the Septicolour sherbet from the ice cream stand in the entertainment district. Its texture is excellent and the 7 flavours. They blend together in a masterful way that defies conventional frozen treat methodology. That's some high praise to you. You thought it was that good. That's really saying something. I bet our readers will love it. I know what gets my nod. The heavenly noodles at Ozel's stand just outside. It's the perfect combo of firm, springy noodles and hot, spicy broth. Just thinking about them is making me drool all over again. Good choice. I stop by there for lunch all the time. The owner is so dedicated to his craft. My favourite is the peerless fried rice from Long Now on East Street. Once I tasted its simple yet complex flavour, I couldn't get enough. That's Angry's speciality. Now I feel like stopping by to grab a plate myself. My recommendation goes to the Tide of Plenty hot pot from Tangram Gates Messel. It's a delectable meal made even better when shared with a table of good friends. What more could you possibly want? Hey, you're a regular connoisseur, Wazzy. The messels at the border gates are some of Crossbell's hidden gems. I think that wraps it up. Great work, gang. All of you managed to find a favourite dish to recommend. Guy's going to have a lot more meat to it with your special feature in there. Thanks a bunch, seriously. No problem. This request was so much fun that it barely felt like work. It was a good thing we made sure to be thorough. Sure was, but don't think your work is over just yet. Now comes the part where you each have to write a personal introduction. Despite their inexperience, Lloyd and the SSS did their best to put together a readable article. Eventually, after much trial and error, the team's contribution to the gourmet guide was completed. That should just about do it. We'll proofread this on our end later, but it should be good for now. The gourmet guide is finally coming together thanks to all of your hard work. That was tougher than I thought it would be. Does that mean we're off the hook? Sure does. Thanks for helping, guys. It'll be a while before this all gets published, but keep an eye out for when it hits the stands. I'll let you know if I need anything else. Sure thing, Grace. See ya. A Taste of Crossbell is complete. Hopefully to good standards. Oh, hello. Well, if it ain't my bestest pals, the SSS, I heard you all had a long, busy night. Speaking of which, you got any leads on that Wold kid? No, we don't. We paid Ignis a visit this morning, only to come away empty-handed. Rats. That's okay, we've got some leads on our own to try. Oh, Muzzy, don't beat yourself up too much over this, alright? I appreciate the concern. Man, though, that blue grass really sets off some alarm bells. If there's somebody out there other than Yochim who can produce that drug, we're all in for a bumpy ride. It's a good thing the derailment got sorted out before things turned too chaotic. I wish we knew where that kid could have gotten that drug from, though. Indeed. Right, well, let's do Harbour Street, Harbour District, IBC. Achoo! Looks like I might be coming down with a cold. I know, I'll serve up a bowl for myself. My noodles are the best thing to get your body and soul warmed up, or even better, piping hot. I guess. I won't let Nikolai or Sully get the better of me. Not now, not ever. Oh wait, I'm trapping everyone. Oh, he got away! The revival performance is finally debuting tomorrow. I can't take it easy just because of a little rain. Right, you're gonna be here next, right? What do you reckon? I truly lost him, kind of. Well, I was kind of right, but wrong too. The address on this letter's all smudged. Stupid rain. Actually, I guess I can still make it out. Sorta, kinda. No, come back! You might have a second dialogue. Run at me. It'd be a huge waste of time to go back to headquarters and double check the addresses on all these packages. Rainy days are always such a pain. There we go. Got them. So they're having a little bit of a run around. No fishing going on here. There's no such thing as endless rain or an eternally clouded sky. Yeah, never mind. I was trying to string together a poem, but I've never been good with words. Wow, that's the what was that? See? No such thing as endless rain or an eternally full stomach. Wow, that was even worse. Go. Seems I'm not being pulled into Hayaway today. Good morning, SSS. Hard at work, rain or shiner. I know how that's like. Lamfey tells me I should clear up by this afternoon, though. We'll just have to tough it out in the meantime. Working in the rain can be rough, but there's no reason to slack off. Like, why is booths not been invented yet for these people? Work's had me rushed off my feet since this morning. There's just too much going on right now. I have to remember to pace myself. I mean, you could put, like, bulletproof glass in the booth. When one stands to profit, another must stand to lose. Such is the harsh reality of the market. Word of advice, in the word of financial speculation, there are no absolutes. In other words, if you're looking to get into trading, you should only risk whatever funds you're willing to lose. There are no absolutes in speculation, but wagering beyond your means will almost certainly spell your doom. You can make a defensive spot outside the front of the IBC doing that. Welcome to the IBC, SSS. I know being on duty in the rain can be rough going, so take care of yourselves out there and don't catch a cold. I'll try. The more I use the Orbital network, the more fascinated I become. Karina enjoys playing games on it, whereas I'm partial to the weather forecast feature. Nothing is guaranteed, of course, but they're surprisingly accurate. I make sure to check every day. So it says, today's calls for scattered showers in the morning and clear skies this afternoon. Such a hassle waiting for the rain just to make it work. Hopefully the growth of the Orbital net will lead to more jobs people can do from the comfort of their homes. That would have been perfect today. Yeah, that's a thing going away, though. It's convenient for everyone. Saves money. Helps on journeys. Helps the environment. Come into our office. You gotta come in. Boo. Spoons. Anyway, I think we should take on a quest. We just completed a quest when I think about it. Where to first? Well, we've only got a few. And Taste of Crossbell's done, so we've actually only got 2. Cheerfront D-Sector Monster Extermination or Driven to the Brink? That's that West Crossbell Highway way. I guess I'll go that way first. How about it? We go to patrol West Street, and we go outwards and sort out those 2... That is that way, yeah? Yeah. I'm almost so late. Can't you hurry up and finish your stupid errands already? Ryu invited us to hang out at the plaza in front of the tower this morning. Jeez, I can't believe he still wants to do this even though it's raining. Where are you going? Darn it, I barely stepped outside and my shoes were already soaked. That's why I hate the rain. I need to finish these errands up so I can get myself home already. Is it puddling a lot? Oh well, it'd be rude to bail on Momo after asking her to come. We could do now sit tight and wait for her to finish up her errands. Get into the umbrellas, kids. I almost forgot. Opening night of Arc&Ciel's new show is tomorrow. If only I could actually go. Dynasty, how good their new star actress is. Bakery's always less busy on rainy days. Luckily, we have plenty of loyal customers who come no matter how bad the weather is. I'm grateful for them. We must be doing something right to have stayed in business this long. We have plenty of loyal regulars who come to shop here even on rainy days. It's definitely something to be grateful for. Maybe I should throw a customer appreciation day to thank them. Bacon cheese bread? I'll come. But it's always been the type to look out for others. Sure, she groans and complains whenever I ask for baking advice, but she still puts in the effort to teach me every time. I know it doesn't seem like it, but she really is a sweet girl if you can get past the tough crust. Anyway, enough of that. You guys here to buy some bread or what? No better time for a fresh, fluffy loaf on a rainy day like this, am I right? What kind of bread are you giving me? Eating bread or toasting bread? There's a big difference. Did your folks send you to buy some more bread again? Just be careful not to lose that umbrella, okay? Okay, I scribbled my name and address on it just in case. You did, huh? Good thinking, Momo. Oh, you have some real nice handwriting. Did you know that? Really? You made Momo very happy, Bennett. It's nice to see soft Bennett instead of I hate Oscar Bennett. Dad works himself to the bone after the derailment yesterday. Least I can do is give him some peace and quiet today. Yeah. He's just zonked. He's out of here. I used to be a real rascal growing up. I'd run around barefoot in the rain all the time. Really reminds me of how I was as a kid, in that sense, but he'd still better be wearing shoes out there. That would explain why he's such a pain in my rear. Damn it, I had a kid who was like me. Annoying. I'm annoying. Oh, I just remembered Arc&Ciel's revival production debuts tomorrow night. They sold out of tickets in the blink of an eye, I hear. I think Ilya would grow up to be such a celebrity. Little Ilya. Oh yeah, she and Cecile grew up together. I guess it's no wonder you knew her when she was young, Auntie Late. That's right, Ilya shone like a star even then. She and Cecile were an unlikely pair, but they got along like peas and carrots. Why, one time, Ilya even socked a boy who was bullying Cecile and made him cry. Ilya always has been protective of her, hasn't she? Ouch, I bet she really let him have it. Kind of makes me feel bad for the kid. You know how boys are. Picking on a girl usually means they have a crush on them. I imagine it was more than worth it for him, though. Now that you can tell people he was knocked flat by the Ilya Platier as a boy. I feel like I wouldn't want anyone to know about that. Ilya truly was a firecracker growing up, and now she's burning bright as the star of Arc&Ciel instead. I can honestly say I've always been proud of her, even when she was just a little girl. Nice little discussion. Right, more West Street. I could say either way, but people are claiming the train accident was caused by some unknown monster. I sure hope they're wrong, but what would we do if it struck again? I don't know, Pods, I don't know. I hope they managed to restore service to the rails despite all the injuries yesterday's derailment caused. That's a small relief at least. Merchants like me rely on the trains quite a bit for supplies. I'm a bit worried about, like, fighting him again, considering we kind of got... I mean, I could definitely beat him in time, but he wasn't even going all out as he said, right? I'm making beef stew for dinner tonight, so I asked Momo to go out and buy some baguette to go with it. I just hope she gets home soon. Hopefully she can get under the umbrella properly. Thanks, Judicious, for the 69 months of sub. Cheers very muchly. I have to assemble all the files detailing yesterday's incident in Armorica. If I leave it to Mr. Grimwood, who knows what important documents he'll lose in his mountain of paperwork. Again. I hear you. I'm glad we were able to resolve that case, though. Thanks again for assisting us. Oh, don't mention it. The SSS did most of the heavy lifting. Glad we were able to help the people of Armorica yesterday. Things could have turned out bad for them otherwise. Oh my god, he's downstairs. Ah, hello there, SSS. Hello, Mr. Grimwood. We wanted to thank you for your help yesterday. The evidence you found was exactly what we needed. So I gather. P already briefed me and I hear Minif is on the run now. I'd say that photo I provided was only one small piece of the puzzle though. No need to sell yourself short, it put the final nail in Minif's coffin. You even went out of your way to assist us while you're still so busy helping the mayor with the Constitution. Indeed. Speaking of which, it's been coming together, albeit slowly. I was actually thinking of taking a breather and brewing some coffee. Oh, should we come back later then? We wouldn't want to take up your break. That's quite alright. I've been confined in my office for so long that enjoying a conversation with all of you will be a nice change of pace. On that note, I was told you helped investigate the cause of yesterday's train derailment. That's right, we managed to get to the bottom of it. We'll have to spare you the details, but what we can share is that the cause was anything but natural. Was it now? Something wrong, Grizzly Grim? I was just thinking about how much of a relief it is that there were no fatalities. Nevertheless, I advise that you exercise caution out there. Goddess only knows how dangerous your jobs are right now. I'm slowly working my way through drafting this constitution, but there's still significant room for improvement. It's exhausting to write, but it's for the good of Crossbell's future, so I can hardly complain. Much the opposite. I won't settle for anything less than perfection. Alright, let's head to Villa-les-Ons. Well, I'm squirming here because my wife closed the door on me and my little room is heating up so much. It's 28.6 degrees! What the hell?